Cassidy, I'm part of Mr. R's first grade chemistry class.
I'm Tyler, and I'm part of Mr. R's first period chemistry class.
For our first semester review presentation for Chapter 1, we focus on agriculture and how chemists help in agriculture because they help to develop more productive crops and safer, more effective ways to protect the crops. For example, chemists have put a gene from jellyfish into potato plants and it causes the plants to grow when they need water.
Chapter 2, in 2 ways to separate mixtures. 2 different ways to separate mixtures are filtration and distillation. During filtration, a solid is separated from a liquid in a heterogeneous mixture. During the distillation, a liquid is boiled to produce a vapor that is then condensed into a liquid.
For Chapter 3, we focus on SI units. SI units are the International System of Units, and the most 5 commonly used are the meter, the kilogram, the Kelvin, the second, and the mole.
Chapter 4, the history of the atomic theory. Democritus was the first to suggest the existence of atoms. Democritus suggested that atoms were tiny, invisible, and indestructible.
For Chapter 5, we focus on history of atomic models. Some of the men that have been important in history to contributing to the contribution of the atom model include, but are not limited to, Aristotle, Democritus, and Lavoisier, I can't really pronounce it, close enough. Ernest Rutherford and Erwin Schrödinger. All of these men have dedicated their lives to science and have contributed different ideas to the atomic model.
Chapter 6. What are the families of the elements? An element family is a set of elements sharing common properties. The characteristics of the elements in these families is determined primarily by the number of electrons in the outer shell.
Chapter 7, what are ions? Ions are an atom or molecule with a net electron charge due to the loss or gain of one or more electrons.
Chapter 8, what are molecular orbitals? Molecular orbitals are mathematical functions that describe the wave-like behaviors of the electron in a molecule. Chapter
9, cation and anions. The difference between these two ions is the net electrical charge of the two. Cations have a positive charge and anions have a negative charge.
Chapter 10, a mole. A mole is a SI unit used in the chemistry to express amounts of a chemical substance. It corresponds with Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd.
And Chapter 11, coefficients. Coefficients are very important and useful in chemistry. For example, they help us to balance chemical equations. We do so by changing the coefficients, which are the number in front of your compound or molecule, so that the number of atoms of the element is the same on each side of the equation.
Chapter 12, conversion factors and mole ratios. And I don't know what to do for that one because I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Woo! Yay, go Cassidy.